that. Can you use that? Should they? Calcium silicate, not chloride. Can't use that. So, you've got to use this. Don't mess with the brass, Alexander. I just got one that was done. Phil. Sorry. I didn't put it in the container. Look out, Papa. He want to play all the time, bro. I know you're young, bro. I'm playing with you. Hold on. I was just playing with you, bro. You making sure I stay active, ain't you? You want to have downtime, huh? Nigga, you sleeping as much as I am. Let's burn this off. Down so I can explain what I'm doing. Woo! Okay, so I said let me show you guys this before I do a read and all that. So my other activated charcoal, I made capsules, but if you leave it for a long time, it'll go bad. Because I'm using limit. I didn't use sodium or zinc chloride. I have zinc and sodium, but they're silicates, and they have caking agents. One, to which I only use that for like marinating people's meat from the reservation. So ever since I've been doing it, you know, $75, $150, I'll marinate big hunks of their beef meat and stuff. I'll salt it. Start the dehydration process if they want to do long storage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my juicer. Well, I have two. I have a bullet one, but this right here I do, and the charcoal is fine. So what I have is I have lump charcoal. Let me show you a bigger piece. It's easy to make. I'll tell you how to make lump charcoal as well. Okay, let me turn this water off. Now, I'm out of distilled water because I ran it through my humidifier. Now, this is lump charcoal. This is from wood. Now this is made in a big oven. But if you got spruce, and I would not suggest pine because it's sappy and stuff. But if you got, birch and stuff like that, you can take those and in a big like spaghetti can thing, but with a tin lid, not with glass, not with a hole, because you don't want gases escaping. Stuff is flammable. You take that wood and you put it in there. You get a fire going. It's going to take about 6 hours to carbonate wood, and then a closed lid. Put all those wood chips in, and let it. Don't open it because it can blow up on you. The wood inside, because it becomes gaseous, can catch on fire, and you don't want that to happen. All right. So for 4 5 6 hours, I always let mine go for 6 hours when I make some charcoal, charcoal, and it's fabulous. Now let me put this back because it's too big for what I'm doing right now. Take a mallet and stuff to break it up if you need. Okay. I have about 60 pounds of this stuff. Okay. Can you just take regular charcoal? Yeah, especially if you're in a rush and you're out there. If you got poisons or toxins of some sort, heavy metals. But prefer activated, because activated does something different. So what we're going to do, like I said, these salts, Himalayan, not chloride. Iodized sea salt, not chloride. Now the regular one, slag, is based supposedly sodium chloride. Zinc, which I have 3 different types, capsules, and I have other 2 forms. These you cannot use. Colloidal and capsulated, which is, and it's plant-based. So that's for health benefits. So what I'm going to do is, in the blender, I'm going to add, let's go ahead and get it going at low. All right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 pieces of my homemade lump charcoal. Right on in there. There's already a couple pieces in there. I'm going to set it on low, cover it, because this powder will go everywhere, settle in your clothes, your eyes, and everything. It's best to do it outside, but I've been doing this for a long time. Hold on. Oh. So that was dumb. Never open it like I did. I eat this stuff. I drink this stuff. I live this stuff. So I don't mind it getting on. I got, I hand wash and stuff, but I got a washing machine. Poo-poo pee-pee water. Now, when you do that, give it a couple of minutes and let it settle, okay? Make sure that one, I have to clean this one out. This one's clean. Let me give it a good, nice little wash. When I cook my sweet potatoes. When I make my cornbread, I do this, and also my sweet taters, or my yams. I use these because I like to make my bread. As y'all know, I like to make very healthy bread compared to the bread that people make. And if I don't have the coconut flour and all that stuff spelt to make my bread the way I like to eat it, then I don't need it. Now you see that right there? That's close to how I make my bread, with raw pumpkin seeds and macadamia and walnuts. And a little bit of cinnamon. Sometimes it's a little hard, sometimes it's a little soft. It's hit and miss. I don't put no butter in it. I put olive oil. And give it a try. That's why people always say, if someone's that haven't read, we probably going to start, and I keep telling them, don't do that, but you can't stop the people who love you and rage about you, especially when there's a lot of wicked people out here who are willing to do dumb shit thinking they're always going to come out on top. Y'all hear about Robert F. Kennedy? Terrorist attack, supposed, man, and the dude's a fed. Come on, bro. The dude, come on, man. These people are overreaching. That's why I say don't trust none of these motherfuckers. They got to him by fucking his voice up and gave it back to him partially. Is what's called Uncle Ted? That worthless piece of shit. Them motherfuckers are cowards, afraid to die. Punk asses. And they supposed to know all the secrets and shit. Anyway, let me stay off of that. I'm showing y'all how to do charcoal, activated charcoal, okay? That's what's important. So it's still a little powdery up in there. It's all over, but you want to give it a couple of minutes before you open it, and you want to get that out of there. and then you add your next few pieces. We're gonna do about a pound. So I got a lot of capsules. Let that sit upside down, let it dry out. Because when this is all done, a pound of it, this is when we're gonna go ahead and get it all funky, okay? Let me make sure. Oh yeah, that's good. Let's add this to it. I did this by hand, and I'll show you how by hand when I say that. I use this. This is why I usually sit down. If I'm like, I was gonna do it like this, but I usually sit down. I have a big mortar crusher too, but I like to use the little one. I get up and personal with it. So we can rinse this one out actually too. But I still do my chaga root that I got from ToLU'S Cherokee and a few other things when I'm making stuff. Even when I'm walking around here and I see stuff that I know is beneficial and I pick it up and I let it dry in the oven for about half hour at about 275 semi, so it's still moist, and I take that and I make teas with it. Like dandelion, sunflowers. I take the petals, and there's a couple other plants around here very medicinal. Now, if I go over to Black Mountain, what they call Navajo Mountain, I go over there, there's all kind of things and weeds and twines and stuff that I use my phone sometimes when I'm not sure, and I grab those things and certain mushrooms too. As long as there's no red and yellow and orange hues and all that kind of stuff, and I know exactly which ones I'm getting, I bring those back and I dry them in the oven through 275, 300 for about 5 or 10 minutes once the oven's hot. And then I take those and I put them right into my teapot and with distilled water, and I let it, for about 5 minutes boiling, and I drink it. So let's go ahead and transfer that to that copper pan. Let me make sure, because I just did a little more. I don't want to hear no ting, 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 ting. No, it's gonna be a little dusty. It's cool. It's cool. Oh hell yeah! That's beautiful. All right. Now. Oh yeah. Now, what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to sift it, and whatever fine powder I get out of that, now I'm going to make some more. I'm going to mix that with some more lump coal to get about a pound. Now, I don't have a scale. I kind of know what a pound is. We're close to it. So, I'm going to use this right here to sift it in. Just a regular bowl. Did it fall off? I took the back down. That's why I keep falling out. You want to play with it? You want to play with it, Papa? I'll put it up here, okay? You jump your ass up there and play with it if you're going to problem. So let me go ahead and I'm going to use this. You don't need super fine mesh. Only time you're going to need real fine stuff is when you get to the final phase, and that's the activation part. All right, so this right here, this is problematic. I'm going to go ahead and slowly, and I want to run right out. Okay. Make sure I get no lumps. See some lumps fill in. All right. So we got to do it slow. All right. There we go. All right. And this cold charcoal is not bad for you guys. Just put it right back in there. Okay. I'm gonna have to use something, big spoon or something. No, I can get it. What you doing, Papa? What's in the window? Huh? I'm gonna use a spoon, guys. I have to. I'm not using the big pan over there, and that would be different. So I'm gonna fill it up, and we're gonna get all the fine stuff and put the small pieces back in there. So hang in with me, it's a process. Alright? And I wasn't gonna do a video, I already did one a while ago, doing a quick form of activated charcoal. And we're gonna go ahead and shake that in there. You see all the purified water I got around me? I got tons of it in the shed. I gotta stick it in the shed. But I rotate, so these are actually the rotated ones from about a year and a half ago. So I gotta pour all that out, or use them on the plants around here at my boy's farm, and then I'll refill them with new stuff, with new purified water. Now I always say don't do this shit on lives and stuff. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not. So this is pretty big still, right? So we go ahead and put those back in there. So you just want to get the fine powder is what you want, okay? And I'll show you the next part. It's not like I set everything up to have 4 different phases and I edit it and blah, blah. Just watch and learn. That way you can always come back to this and follow exactly what I'm doing. Now you can buy sodium chloride and zinc chloride. I think you can order it in some states, not all. But some of that can be used for other nefarious reasons. But sodium chloride, you can pretty much buy it because you know it's salt in the roads. So you can go ahead and buy it at a hardware store. Then you can order it online if you want to use that. And you can even do some with ammonia, but I don't do the ammonia thing, so I don't teach it here. I don't like it. I'm talking about pure, not ammonia, Clorox, bleach, not ammonia, bleach. My apologies. There we go. Now it's gonna be, if you do it outside, don't do it in a windy place that you're gonna be jacked. We got some overalls. I do this with my white sweatsuit sometimes, so when I just feel like really like somebody, hey man, can you make me a bottle? I'm like, yeah, I got you, bro. You know, $25 and I got you a bottle. Activated charcoal, brother. All right, so that should be cleaned up, done. I just wanted to get it where I can heat it up. But that's the cookie sheet. See that smoke coming up? And I just cleaned it and scrubbed it 3 times. And you saw me last with the steel wool to make sure that anything that I made on it, meat, whatever, is gone. That's it. Let's turn it off. Now, we're not doing the oven part today. Okay? All right. We'll get to that once we get everything done. Like I said, this stuff what I'm making right now, I'm going to show you, it's going to be like a slurry. It's going to take about 24 hours to set up before I can go ahead and do the next part. All right? Let's go ahead. And we want to get a pound, so this is the process. This is the process, people. All right? Okay, we'll put that in there. We're going to get this rocking and rolling. Let's put this somewhere where it stays dry. Let's put it right on the cutting board. Okay? Now let's go ahead and get another couple little pieces in there. And we should be able to pulverize that. That should be on top. Maybe one more. And we're going to do the same thing again. So all this I have here is roughly a pound, so I might have to get another piece of charcoal. So let's go ahead and blend this. And when I say this gets very, very cloudy and with the charcoal and it settles and everything. But where I'm at, we breathe red clay dust because the sands and everything, it's crazy out here. And it's pretty much my lungs, I guarantee you, got a whole bunch of red clay in it. So, oh, it's crazy. You don't want to burn your motor out. Oh, there we go. Come on, motherfucker. It's wedged. God dog, man. You don't want to put. They keep getting wedged, the skinny ones. And the side. I'm about to break it. I'm about to get my hammer out and break this son of a bitch. Come on. Let's see if that does it. You don't want to burn your motor out. So what I was doing was just seeing if it was, because I know with an inside and the bottom, you know how it's got the little grooves that come in. It gets wedged between that and the blade, and I have to move it to where it's not. I should do that in the first place. Okay. Low. Put on low. Okay. I'm probably gonna get another good piece and break it up with a hammer, or see if I can find some small pieces in my little bag of, like I said, I got 60 pounds of it. Well, now it's probably about 30 or 40 pounds, but that I had made for a period of time when I was on the res that I brought here. God dog, I gotta let it settle for a minute because it's really, really puffed up right now. Let me rinse this off and wash this. Rinse this out, wash this off. Now, when I make this slurry, I'm gonna use this baking tray, and I'll show you. It's really simple. Or I can do it in a bowl and just let it sit out. Cover it with a piece of saran wrap. But you want it to aerate a little bit. You don't want, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead. Gotta use some of this lavender plant-based detergent, so-called. They actually say it's not really all that good, but I've been using it better than that other shit. I don't use Dawn and Joy and all that. That shit got more phthalates and poisons and toxins in it. You know, they say when you know better, you do better. Or you change and you get a little better than where you were, even if it's not perfect. Now you can use lemon and orange, citrusy, all right, with a little bit of ginger ale, but not ginger ale, I mean seltzer water to do your dishes. And you can add mint and all that to it as well, which cuts down grease and all that. So people always saying, man, you know all that shit, how come you shut up. I'm telling you, why don't you just do it? Or don't listen. That's my response to dumb shit. All right. Rinse. All right. And the big one I love, that's the one when I'm really doing some big stuff. So I get into my hooky pookie. You know what I'm saying? The shit that they play with, that they think they know all the answers to, that they don't have absolutely no clue about. They keep fucking around with. So that should be good enough. Let's go ahead and pan that up. All right. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's put that right there. We don't want it to get wet. Pour it right here. Oh yeah. It's like turn the fan on in case it got a little too hairy. Okay? And then the rinse and a little bit of detergent, break it down, it's cleaned up perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and run this again. Okay. Now remember, I use lemon juice. Organic. To me it's better, I think. We'll get it all up in there, and then we'll determine if I need to get some more pieces. Or I can do a small one with this, and I can always come back and really whop one out. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's a lot. You don't even really want to put half, but I want to get this. I know some of you are kind of bored by this, but this is how it's done. And then I'll tell you the measurements. Like if you're doing 4 parts charcoal, you want to do 1 part of lemon juice. Like seriously. So 3/4 of a pound charcoal and 1/4 pound of lemon juice. That's how you make the slurry. Then I'll break the rest of it down to you. All right. So we still got some pretty good chunks in here. Not too bad, but you want just the powder. Chunks, no. Okay. And this stuff right here, don't go lighting a match. I'm not saying something's going to happen, but it's powder form, it's charcoal. It's not activated either. And it was in a blender, so it's heated a little bit. So there's a gas kicking off of there. Very minute, but you got the charcoal in your lungs, right? Or in your clothes, right? Okay. Hope you're really listening. Some people will probably go, I ain't got to worry about all that. Yeah, you listen to them if you want. All right, it's almost ready. I'm going to clean this out too so I can get. Oh yeah, this one went down halfway. We still got a little bit to go there. Come on. All right. So we're probably going to do a little more. What I'm going to do is, that's more, no, I want to do all this. So I'm going to put this in here and let this run again. Or I can just go ahead and put it in a bag and mash it with a hammer and make fine powder the same way, and then finish it off on my big what you call it. So let me pulverizer there. What's up? Well, this is some fine ass powder, bro. I just don't want it to come over the sides. Okay, there we go. Yes, sir. Now you can take this and you can make toothpaste and all that kind of stuff. Get you some neem sap from a neem tree. Add some coconut oil and whip it up real good. Put it in a plastic container and brush your teeth with it with a little turmeric. All right? And you'll be good to go. Let's go ahead and run that and see what happens with that. We can put the other little lump in there and see what happens. I'm about to wipe all the charcoal. Alright. Oh shit! I had to look. I'm sorry. I had to look, man. I had to look, man. So I actually can make the slurry right in here. Let me see. Let me take a look here. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh, that's beautiful. Let y'all see this here. Oh, let me try. Oh, that light won't do nothing. Anyway, as you can see, I could have opened that up and turned the light on in the laundry room. Is that pretty cool or what? Right? So I'll show you how to make the slurry part. That's all. Let this settle down and get the rest of this out. And if there's any more, I still got to make a lot more. So just want to let y'all see the process. Then I got to clean all this up once I make. I'm going to be making this for about an hour or so. All right? All right. It's done now. More than enough. Actually, yep. Just as I thought. Oh yeah. Another pan that. Okay. Oh yeah, this is that did real good. And I'm gonna do the rest of this, but I'm gonna do some more charcoal. Now what happens with the stuff that's a little too big? I actually make a drink, and I'll show you real quick. But that's once I make the activated charcoal. But I'll show you how I do it. Because I will activate these little pieces too, but that'll be when I'm done with the original one. So I'll put this in a smaller thing with the lemon. And this right here, I actually will take like a tablespoon, put it in my little jug, add my lemon, fresh sliced lemons or limes, add water and maple syrup or honey. Maple syrup is best. Organic maple syrup. Unless you have wild or passion flower honey, then you're good to go. Let's get it all real good out of there. Okay. Yep. So it's about, I don't know, like a very, very short amount. Oh shit, something fell over. That's my stupid mistake. And this stuff is very tiny, y'all. Alright, very tiny. Like, tiny. But you can use this stuff as well. For those who decide to, like, oh, I'm gonna throw it away. Alright? I'll show you what they look like. Let's go ahead and rinse this out just a little bit. Because I don't want this stuff to get hot and spark and the next thing you know, poof! No, nigga. Okay. I'll dry it off. Alright. So let me show you what these grains look like. I'm going to tip my finger. Show you what these grains look like. Alright, in case you don't do it. They're like little tiny pebbles. You see that? These ones can be used as well. Okay? Now, this is perfect. So I'm still gonna make some more, but I want to go ahead and get this started because I can make a whole big thing of slurries. I got this right here that I'm using. I get these by the boxes. I think they're gonna start changing them up. So right here we got about a pound. This is about a pound in here. A little more actually. About a pound and a half almost. All right, so let's go ahead and crack this brand new. Make sure. Yeah. Okay. Gonna add 1 part to 3 parts. So it'll be a total of 4 parts. You want to add it to where it becomes a slurry and then you go over top. Okay, now let's mix it in. You're not making mortar because you really want the stuff to get really mixed in. This lemon juice. It's work, people. It's work. So get ready to do some work if you're gonna make it. But you'll be rewarded in the end. Go and buy your capsules now. Your plant-based cellulose capsules now. Let me show you what it looks like. The slurry of this stuff, and then we're gonna sit up for 24 hours from the moment that we started this. Now it's not activated. It takes a little work. It's gonna take some heating and all that. You'll see. We'll get to that at the 24-hour mark, 3:45 tomorrow. 3:45, 4 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll get to that. Let me get this mixed in really good, and I'll show you what this slurry looks like. Gosh, you gotta get it mixed in real good, guys. You really do. I'm trying to make sure I don't have to add no more charcoal. This is a slurry, for sure. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Okay, bend it down. And matter of fact, let's go ahead and get a little light behind us. Let me slide this over. I got beer things down there that I don't partake in actually. Okay. All right. Don't smell too bad today. Okay, cool. Well, I got the lid closed and taped. So. All right. So here, see that? Now that's your lemon juice, lump charcoal slurry. See how that looks like the smog monster and the Godzilla? You know, Mothra, you know, Gamma type, you know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like the smog monster. That's your slurry. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cover this with some cellophane. Hopefully I don't have to buy that. I should have some. I use it a lot for the kids. When I make stuff for them, like take this. I got a whole lot of pots, pans, and all kinds of stuff that never came back. Fine, you gotta wash all this, but I gotta do a few more of these. So let's go ahead and see if I got enough cellophane up here. I got cookie paper, I got aluminum foil is just fine as well. Oh yeah. And we're gonna let this sit. This cellophane is old. What? I think that's about 2 years old. That's another 2. Foil. Aluminium. And we're going to take that just like that. No sunlight or nothing. And I still got a lot more of these to make. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it over there on the dining room table. And in a 24-hour period, roughly about 4 o'clock tomorrow, about 3:50, 4 o'clock, and we'll get into the next part, which is I have to pick up big thing of distilled water, giving it a distilled water rinse using coffee things with this very same strainer, and it's a slow process to wash that newly to be activated charcoal, and then we got to bake it at about 250 degrees for a set amount of time, so that way you can see the outcome, and then we can encapsulate it or however you want to do it, and we'll make a drink with this one right here. I'm gonna make a small one, but I'm gonna go ahead, shut it down. I'm gonna make up about, how many mason jars do I got under here? 1, 2, 3. I got 3 mason jars here, and I got some in the shed. Let me see, I got 3 here, and I think I got 2 cases of this in the shed. Yeah, good. I got 3 of these here, so I'm gonna fill this up. And I got 2 more things of this in the shed I need to go out and get. You know what? Let's leave it out. And I'm going to make all this up just to put the charcoal in. And then I can do more processing because I actually got, how many of these I got up here? And I got the other ones up in my bedroom. I got 3 more of these up here, and I got a box upstairs, about a half a box. And I got some ginger in there too. So I'm going to finish these up and make all that up. So that way I have more than, oh, I forgot I had this in here. So that way I have more than enough. Honey, lemon, lime, and whoo, that's perfect. And it was cold. I don't like drinking stuff cold, but that was good. So I'm gonna shut it down and finish making a mess in here. I hope that was good enough information. Rhonda, what's up, beloved? Pop PD, what's going on? Thomas Lee, dude, how you doing? So I hope that was cool information. I hope that's helpful somewhere, some form or another. How to make activated charcoal. All right. Appreciate you guys taking the time, watching the craziness of an insane man. I was kidding. And I'll chat with y'all in a little bit.